Pisces. What's going on, Pisces? It's your girl D here with 8th House Energy, here to bring you your first reading for the month of October. I do want to thank you guys for the love and support you show the channel. You guys are amazing. I appreciate you. Thank you, thank you. If you are new to the channel, welcome. Make sure you click the like button and subscribe. If you're returning, then you know how I do the first video, the first month. I take about 5 minutes to talk about the planetary alignments and how you will see that they're affecting you, and then we'll get into the reading. If this is something that you're not interested in, just fast forward until you see all the cards laid out, and then that way you can turn, you can go ahead and watch the reading. So with that being said, we have only 3 planets to talk about. This time I'm not going to run through all of the planets because there was nothing but 3 that have changed since last month. So if you like that part of the segment and you need a refresher as to what's going on, go to the Pisces 2020 playlist. Look for the very first video that has September 2020 after it, and it'll be the first few minutes of the video there. But the only 3 planets we're going to talk about briefly today, and we're going to keep it really short, is Mercury. It went into Scorpio on September 27th. Now, this is very important to mention because we're about to hit a Mercury retrograde, okay? Oh, God, yes, Mercury retrograde. So, Mercury is all about the communication, how you process things, when someone speaks to you, how they process things when you speak to them, the reason you say what you say and why you say it. Well, it's not why you say it. That's Sagittarius. Mercury is just about communication, okay? Jupiter is about the reasoning and the logic behind it or what have you. But, yeah, Mercury is about straight communication, how you process things. If someone says something to you, then you reply back. That's the communication process. All right, and it's in the house of Scorpio. Scorpio is the house of hidden feelings, hidden emotions. It's also the house of psychic abilities. It's the house of other people's money, like inheritances, taxes, wills and estates. Things like that is what's covered in the house of Scorpio. So you may be getting some communication in reference to that. So we'll talk about that part first. All right, so there may be some communication coming in by letter, email, fax, verbal communication from your lawyer or attorney in reference to inheritances, wills, estates, probates, things like that going on, okay? You could also get some communication. So, for example, you could get a letter from the government saying, hey, you didn't pay the required amount of taxes, you still owe us $30. Or you could get a letter saying the opposite, hey, you overpaid, ha ha ha. Here's $100,000 back in return, right? So you could, that could be the kind of communication, but you could also be dealing with, a loved one's estate at this time, whether they're still here or if they're wrapping up a life cycle or coming towards the end of one and you're trying to get their papers in order. A lot of people are going through that during this time as well. Also, someone could have passed away, and so you're dealing with the legalities of that in reference to inheritances or their taxes or things like that. Property taxes as well. A lot of property taxes are due around this time, this September, all right? So, a lot of people who own homes, you know what I'm talking about, you know what's up, all right? You just had to pay it, or, you may be getting a notification that you got to pay it. So, the other part of this Mercury in Scorpio is, Scorpio is all about private emotions, your hidden feelings, things that you don't let people see as far as how you really feel. Excuse me. It could be negative feelings, but it could be positive feelings. Like you could have a secret crush on your best friend. Like if you're a Mercury in Scorpio, that type of energy, people don't know what you're thinking. You're very private with your information, with what you let people know about what's going on the inside of you. You only open up to people that you can absolutely trust. If someone disregards that trust, you will never trust them again. It don't matter what. You will never trust them again. Mercury and Scorpio people are very, very private. They're the type of people who don't like people in their home unnecessarily. And I know this because I am a Mercury and Scorpio. The only people who come to my house is if I invite you. I don't open the door for uninvited guests. I don't do it. You know what I'm saying? I'm not the type of person, hey, everybody come on over my house. Unless I've established a rapport with you and I trust you. I don't tell my information, my private information, things that I don't want people to know. You will never know. All right. When I pass on, a lot of shit's going to pass on with me because you will not know a lot about me unless I tell you. I'm very private. You know, you may have girlfriends that you talk to about your boyfriends and who you're seeing and who you're dating. I'm not one of the type of people. My girlfriends won't know shit unless they're a fly on the wall sitting in here while I'm doing what I do with my friend. Other than that, they won't know nothing. Okay, that's Mercury and Scorpio people. Very private about their personal life. Okay, and if you know someone who's very private, don't take it personal. It's just that's how they are. All right. So with Mercury in Scorpio in retrograde here, you know, Mercury retrograde, you got people coming back from the past. And these are going to be specifically people that you have some unresolved emotional conflict with, okay? What may happen is, you know, a couple people may come to mind from time to time that you may have gotten into an argument or disagreement with, but you really want to pay attention to the ones that come to your mind often during this time frame. So Mercury retrograde is going to be going on all through the month of October. I think it ends maybe the second week of November. We're already in the pre-shadow stages, so that may already be beginning for you. So again, you know, even if you think about a teacher you hated, like, oh, that teacher was an asshole to me, they embarrassed me in front of the class, that might just be a one-time thought. But if there's a family member that you had a falling out and they keep coming to your mind throughout retrograde season, what that means is either they're thinking about you, and or you may need to give closure to the situation by, you know, saying to yourself, okay, I gotta let this go. I'm holding on to emotions, hidden resentment or what have you, or hidden, you know, sorrow about the situation. I need to let it go. All right. So that's what's going on with Mercury and Scorpio. All right. The retrograde, pre-retrograde season is on, effective now. The meet in the heart of the retrograde begins on October 13th. The next placement we have is Venus in Virgo. Venus is the planet of love, okay, romantic love, how you express love and what you are attracted to in a romantic connection. And it's in the house of Virgo. Virgo is the house of health. It's the house of self-discipline. It's the house of work ethic. It's the house of public service. It's the house of pets. All right. It's the so you're going to have a lot of people who are looking to get pets. People looking around to add additions to their family via pets. You're going to have a lot of artists coming out with music because Venus deals with, you know, art. So various art, you know, artists are going to be very inspired during this time. So, you know, this will be a cool thing. You got a lot of people going to be decorating their homes, looking for artwork to put on the walls, you know, little accents around the home, things like that. If you're going to be, a lot of people are going to be health conscious right now, taking better care of their health, watching what they eat because, you know, Virgo deals with the house of health. All right. Also, you know, public servants. So, you know, if you're encountering someone who's a public servant, you may have some fond experiences during this time if you have to encounter a fireman or a policeman or a government employee. You may find that they're extra friendly, extra helpful, you know, a doctor, a nurse, people who help the public, okay? So the final planet, planetary alignment I want to talk to you about is Pluto in Capricorn. Pluto's currently in retrograde in Capricorn. Pluto is a planet of power and intensity. All right, power struggles. Wherever you have Pluto in your chart, that's where you're going to have power struggles. So if you have it in the 4th house, you're going to have power struggles with your family, maybe your mother, okay? If you have it in your 3rd house, it could be power struggles with your friends or neighbors, people in your environment. So just to give you an idea of what we're talking about with Pluto here. Pluto also talks about death and rebirth. And it's in the house of Capricorn. Capricorn is the house of your career achievements, your professional endeavors, how people see you in your career. Like, okay, I'm a detective. People know me as detective such and such. And it's also how people just know you just, you know, outside of your profession. Okay. So your neighbor could know you. Oh, yeah, that's the lady who drives the green Mercedes. Oh, yeah, that's the guy who has the green, you know, the red Doberman Pinscher. He walks his Doberman Pinscher around. Don't ask me why I said red. Anyway, you get the gist. So, you know, and it also deals with your moral compass, your moral fiber. You know, what you say, hey, that's enough. I'm not going to allow that to happen. You know, this is what I'll tolerate. This is what I won't tolerate. Your moral radar, okay? Ethics and morals. Saturn also, I'm sorry, not Saturn, but Capricorn also deals with government and authority. So an example of Pluto in Saturn going direct, Pluto in Capricorn going direct is the Supreme Court Justice Ruth Bader Ginsburg just passed away. So now we're looking for her replacement. So that's an example of Pluto, which is death and rebirth, in the house of Capricorn, which deals with government and authority. You know, the Supreme Court is the highest government authority of the land. All right, so now that we got that out, We're going to go ahead and get to your reading here. So just a little something as far as what you're going to be experiencing coming up here in the next month. All right, and then one more. Pisces. All right. So overall energy for your read, Pisces, is we have the haughtiness card. This is a card that represents ego. Someone who's proud, ego. This could be someone who's, what we used to say back in the day is high post. They think that they're better than, they're sticking their chest out, you know, showing their feathers. This also includes the enemy card. It came out in reverse, okay? And then we also have the money card, okay? So with this energy here, somebody is proud about something. Somebody's ego. Somebody dropped the ego. And as a result of dropping the ego, you know, people are not coming after them about money. I feel like this could be a warning to be careful. Some of you may have money and you may be doing well, and you need to be careful about how you flaunt or advertise yourself, because people could be coming after you. So you may want to tone it down a bit as far as, you know, if you have some money and you come into some money. Somebody could be pretending that a situation is not about money, and it really is. You know what I mean? They're fronting as if, oh, I would never do that for money. I would never stoop that low for, you know, how people are. But in reality, that's what they do. You know what I'm saying? But it's just to save face. You know, they're concerned about their reputation and how they look. Okay? So the current situation right now is the Lord card. This is like the Emperor energy here in the regular traditional tarot deck. And then we have that clarified with, what is that? Malade. I may be pronouncing it wrong, but I really don't care. You don't got to go in the comments and tell me about it. As long as you know what the word is, then good for you. All right, kudos for you. Stick your chest out. You know how to pronounce a word. All right, some people be really off on that bullshit. But anyway, it's not pronounced this, it's pronounced that. All right, well, thank you. Thank you, aficionado. All right, moving on. So the current energy is the Fool. I'm sorry, not the Fool, but the Lord energy. So this is someone who, the Lord card is someone who is wealthy, well off. This is someone who's married. Doesn't necessarily have to be, but they are well off. They're financially stable. They're usually a boss, someone who owns property, someone who owns land, could have a people working for them. But this person, I feel like with the Malade card or the Malade card, this person could be worried, okay? They could be sick too, okay? So this could be an elderly family member or a partner who is not well at this time, or could just be very worried about something. In the past, we have the Faithfulness card that came out in reverse. So somebody was not, I hope ain't nobody got no STDs. Okay. All right, because that came to me, so I had to put that out there. Okay, so unfaithful. So somebody cheated because we got somebody who's not well. Okay, and this is a husband figure, and we also have in the recent past wife showing up. All right, and then we gotta. Okay, we'll move on. I'll tell you what's going on here. So we have the wife in the recent past here. So somebody was unfaithful in the past. More recently, we have the wife card that shows up. The wife card represents someone who's married, someone who could have children. To me, this is like the Queen of Pentacle energy. Someone who has children, doesn't necessarily have to be. But I feel like there's a couple here, whether you guys are married or not. I definitely feel that that is the case. And the crowning energy is the soldier energy. Okay, this is someone who's standing guard, someone who's standing, they're on duty right now. Okay, standing guard. So somebody could feel guarded. This could also be about protection. Somebody may have gotten pregnant. Somebody could have gotten someone pregnant. Someone could have cheated with someone and got someone pregnant. So there could be a situation where there is a husband or a long-term partner who stepped out of the relationship and may have gotten someone pregnant. Okay. And it could be someone who's not his wife, or his wife could have stepped out of the marriage and got pregnant by someone. Okay? But this Malede card could represent the fact that somebody is sick because of pregnancy and or a STD. All right? So I'm also feeling strongly that you could be dealing with a Leo. There is a video that I did for Leo last week about somebody who a possible pregnancy and STD. So look in the Leo 2020 playlist if you have Leo in a prominent placement in your chart, or you're dealing with someone who is a Leo, or you know their chart and there's a prominent placement of Leo. Especially Leo in the 7th house, Leo in the 4th house. What else? Leo in the 1st house too. Okay? Now, somebody is wondering about protection. If this is about a pregnancy or STD, this is somebody really thinking hard about protection. Like, did I use protection? Why didn't I use protection? That type of thing. Now, in someone's fears, we have waiting in reverse. So somebody is tired of waiting, or they're anxious. They want to know what's going on. Now, how people see you or how this person sees you is conversating. So this person sees you talking about this or talking to people about this situation or talking to other people, as in maybe cheating. In your hopes, we have the misfortune card. So you're hoping that this is not the case. You're hoping that this is just a misfortunate situation, or that maybe your partner takes it as a misfortune. But in your hopes, so why would you be hoping for misfortune? You would be hoping for misfortune as in you're hoping that maybe if you're the person that is in the relationship and your person cheated on you and there's rumors that your person may have a baby, you're hoping that this is not the case with the misfortune card. You could be the person who stepped out and the person is telling you, oh, I'm pregnant, and you're hoping that this is not the case, okay? So, and this could also represent you're hoping that someone, if they are pregnant, that they don't have it. This could also be that if it is an STD, it's something that you can get rid of. That's what I'm feeling here with this misfortune card in your hopes. It's like, okay, it was a fortunate situation that happened, but we can put it out. As in, it's something we can get rid of. So somebody's not feeling well, okay, is what I'm getting here. Now the outcome is sweetheart. So this is this person coming in communicating. What they could be communicating, I'm not sure. Now, this could be the third party coming in with communication about the situation and or the scenario, okay? Now, in the immediate future, we have the I call this the Three of Cups. We have the joyfulness card in reverse. So I feel like this is this person saying, okay, you know what? I'm not going to be dealing with this person anymore. Like, this person burned me, or, this was a close call with the pregnancy thing. It's one or the other. And it's interesting that this came up like this. Like I said, check out the Leo reading that I did last week if this resonates with you. Some of you could be dealing with a Leo. Okay. So yeah, that's what I'm getting here. I feel like it's a case here of somebody stepping out of the relationship, getting someone pregnant and or having an STD, and hoping that, the issue is resolved. A lot of people are talking about it. You and this person may have had a conversation. Like, if you're the one who cheated, you may have a conversation with your partner and say, look, this is what's going down. This is what happened. Okay? This is what I'm feeling here. Somebody may be wanting money, too, to take care of this. So if it is an abortion, if it's a child, somebody may say, you know what, I'm not having an abortion. Somebody could be saying, look, I'll give you, how much money you need to take care of it. Yeah, because they're trying to avoid being enemies with this person. So it's like, okay, or somebody could say, look, I'm not giving you any money to have an abortion. It could be either way, but I feel like that's what's going on here. All right. So what we're going to do is we're going to go into the extended. We're going to take a look at this a little bit further. We're going to break these cards down to get more specific as to what's going on so we can get you some advice. And then we will look at the wisdom of the Oracle deck for advice. We'll get the character cards, the characteristic cards out too, to see, a little bit more about this person. So that way you'll know who it is. Some of you may need to know who it is. Some of you might know who we're talking about already. But we'll go into the extended. The link's going to be in the box below. Now, the link is to the Patreon membership. It's a membership link, meaning you pay monthly. It's $5 a month, and it gives you unlimited access to all of the extended videos for all the signs that I've ever done. You get unlimited access to it. Some people don't want a membership. They just want to watch the video one time, and that's it. So if that's what you want to do, please email me at 8thhouseenergy@gmail.com. I'll charge you the same amount. It'll be $5. You send it to me via Cash App, and then send me an email telling me that you want the link to the extended, and I'll send that to you, all right? So with that being said, we're going to go to the extended, and hopefully I'll see you there. If not, I'll see you in the next reading, Pisces. Peace out.